Close your eyes just for a moment. Take a deep breath in, hold it, and slowly let it go. Now pause before the world tells you who to be, before your phone lights up, before responsibilities start pulling you in every direction. There is a quiet moment, a sacred moment, a moment that belongs only to you. And in that moment, you decide something powerful. Who am I going to be today? Not who the world expects you to be, not who your past says you are, but who you choose to become. Because the way you speak to yourself every morning shapes your identity, shapes your energy, shapes your entire life. Today, I'm going to give you 10 things you must tell yourself every single morning. Not just words, but truths that will change how you see yourself forever. 1, I am enough exactly as I am. Let that sink in. Not I will be enough when I achieve something. Not I'll be enough when someone validates me. No, right now as you are enough. But here's the truth most people don't talk about. You've been trained to believe otherwise, to compare, to compete, to constantly feel like you're falling short. And especially as a woman, you've been told to be more and less at the same time. Be strong, but not too strong. Be kind, but not too soft. Be confident, but not intimidating. It's exhausting. So today you stop. You break that cycle. You look at yourself and you say, I am not lacking. I am not incomplete. I am already whole. Because the moment you believe you are enough, you stop chasing approval and you start owning your power too. My emotions are my strength, not my weakness. Listen carefully. Your emotional depth is not something to hide. It's something to honor. The world may have called you too sensitive, too emotional, too much, but what if too much is exactly what makes you powerful? You feel deeply. You understand people beyond words. You pick up on energy, on silence, on what isn't being said. That is not weakness. That is awareness. That is emotional intelligence. That is power. Your tears are not a sign that you are breaking. They are a sign that you are human, that your heart is alive. And a woman with a living, feeling, aware heart is unstoppable. Never numb what makes you powerful. 3, I honor my feminine energy. There is something the world has misunderstood for far too long. It has confused power with hardness. It has taught women that to be respected, they must become rigid, aggressive, and emotionally detached. But that's not true power. True feminine power is different. It is calm, but unshakable. It is soft, but not weak. It is graceful, but incredibly strong. Your energy speaks before you do. Your presence fills a room before your words ever can. And the most powerful woman in the room is not always the loudest one. It's the one who is deeply connected to herself, who doesn't need to prove anything, who simply is. So every morning, remind yourself, I don't need to harden myself to be powerful. My softness is not a liability. It is my strength. 4, I trust my intuition. You've felt it before. That quiet voice inside you. You've felt it before. That quiet voice inside you. That feeling that something is right or wrong before you can logically explain it. That's your intuition. And here's the truth. It has never lied to you, but you've ignored it. You've doubted it. You've chosen logic over it, people over it, fear over it. And later you realized it was right all along. Your intuition is your inner compass. It is shaped by your experiences, your awareness, your emotional intelligence. When you learn to trust it, you stop second guessing yourself. You stop seeking validation from others, and you begin to move through life with clarity. So say it every morning. I trust myself. I listen to myself. I honor what I feel. 5, I deserve love that feels safe, deep and real. Not confusing love, not inconsistent love, not love that leaves you questioning your worth. You deserve love that feels like peace. Let me say that again. Love should feel like peace, not anxiety. If you constantly feel uncertain, if you're always overthinking, if you feel like you have to prove your worth, that's not love. That's emotional instability. Real love is steady. It's respectful. It sees you. It values you. It honors you. But here's the deeper truth. You will only accept the love you believe you deserve. So if you don't value yourself, you will tolerate less. That's why this starts with you. The way you love yourself teaches others how to love you. Pause, emotional reflection. Think about all the times you stayed longer than you should have, gave more than you received. Silenced yourself to keep the peace. You didn't do that because you were weak. You did that because you cared, because you loved deeply. But now it's time to love yourself that deeply. 6, I am allowed to take up space. You don't need permission to exist fully. You don't need approval to speak your truth. You don't need to shrink yourself to make others comfortable. For too long, women have been conditioned to be agreeable, to be quiet, to be less. But you were not created to be small. Your voice matters, your presence matters, your ideas matter. So today and every day, say it clearly, I am allowed to be seen. I am allowed to be seen. I am allowed to be heard. I am allowed to take up space. 7, I release the need to be perfect. Perfection is an illusion, and chasing it will drain you. You don't grow by being perfect. You grow by being real, by making mistakes, by learning, by evolving. The most powerful version of you is not flawless. It's authentic. People don't connect with perfection. They connect with truth. It's not flawless. It's authentic. People don't connect with perfection. They connect with truth. So let go. Breathe and remind yourself, I don't need to be perfect to be worthy. 8, I am stronger than I realize. Look at your life. Everything you've been through, the heartbreak, the disappointment, the silent battles no one knows about, and yet you're still here, still standing, still trying, still rising. That is strength, not loud strength, not aggressive strength, but quiet, resilient, unbreakable strength. Say it until you believe it. I am stronger than my fears. I am stronger than my past. 9, I choose myself every day. Choosing yourself is not selfish. It is necessary. It means setting boundaries. It means protecting your peace. It means saying no without guilt, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. And a woman who constantly abandons herself will eventually feel lost. So today you make a decision. I will not abandon myself to be accepted. You choose your growth, your healing, your well-being every single day. 10, I am becoming the woman I was meant to be. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are not lost. You are evolving. Every challenge, every lesson, every moment of doubt is shaping you. Growth is not always visible. Sometimes it's happening quietly, internally, deeply. So trust your journey even when it doesn't make sense yet. Say it with faith. I am becoming, I am growing, I am rising. Final message, your power. The world may misunderstand women. It may mislabel their silence as weakness, their kindness as naivety, their emotions as instability. But the truth, a woman's power is often silent. It's in how she endures, how she heals, how she rises again and again. You are not fragile. You are power in a graceful form. Closing moment tomorrow morning, before the world rushes in, stand in front of the mirror, look into your own eyes and say, I am enough. I am powerful. I trust myself. I choose myself. And most importantly, I am not here to survive. I am here to rise, because the woman you are becoming is going to change everything. Now go and own your morning, own your voice, own your power.